Chag Sameach. As we celebrate this Zman Cherutenu, the season of our freedom, I'll ask you a couple questions. What does it mean to be free? If I were to ask you to complete the sentence, I will know that we are free when. How would you complete the sentence? Jim? I will know that we're free when we're able to make our own decisions. Someone else. I know that we're free when. I know that we're free when there are no consequences for the decisions we make. Neil? I know that we're free when I'm in control of my own time. I think we call that retirement, right? I know that we'll be free when. I've been thinking a lot about that question as we come into this holiday of Pesach now, 2 Seders in. And what does it mean to be free? What specifically in this year does it mean to be free? This year, Israel is at war. This year, there are Jewish hostages in Gaza. This year, there's anti-Semitism running rampant across the United States and especially on our college campuses. This year, our children seem to be more compassionate toward our enemies than toward their fellow Jews. What does it mean to be free? I was trying to articulate the heaviness with which I came into this holiday of Pesach when I got a wonderful text message from our member and my friend, Jeff Schlussel. And he said, Rabbi, I think I've got it figured out. He said, for thousands of years, Pesach was an aspirational holiday. We aspired to be free because all we knew was slavery and oppression. So we aspired to be free. But for the last 50 years, maybe the last 75 years, depending on where you lived, Pesach was no longer an aspirational holiday of freedom, but an affirmational holiday of freedom. We were able to look at our lives at Passover and affirm that we're free. We had it so good. We really suffered from practically nothing, at least in terms of anti-Semitism, at least in terms of oppression, at least in terms of persecution. Maybe we needed to be free from physical ailments. Maybe we needed freedom from psychological ailments. But somehow over the last half century, 3/4 of a century, Pesach felt like an affirmation of our freedom. Yet all of a sudden this year, we're back to trying to figure out what it means to have Pesach as an aspirational holiday. What does it mean now to aspire to be free? And so I'll just invite you on that journey with me to ask the question, what will freedom look like when we achieve it? How will we know? Will it be freedom for us? Will it be freedom for everyone? Will it be a messianic freedom? Or will it be a freedom like we knew up until maybe the early morning hours of October 7th? What will freedom look like? And as I think about this, I want to invite you to consider, as I've been thinking about the last couple of days here, what the prophet taught us about freedom. Right? There will come a time where we'll be so free and so safe that people will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. And then, of course, the prophecy continues, Lo yisa goy el goy charev, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, lo yilmadu od milchama, will not learn war anymore. And Yudah Amichai, the wonderful Israeli poet of blessed memory, he added something to that prophecy. He said, don't stop with beating your swords, your swords into plowshares and your spears into pruning hooks. Keep going and turn them into musical instruments. So that if ever we take a step backward, the step backward is merely to plowshares and pruning hooks and not all the way back to swords and to spears. As we think about freedom this Pesach, I'll invite you to join with me in aspiring not just toward what was 6 months ago, but in aspiring toward a freedom that is even better and even stronger than what was 6 months ago. a freedom and sense of safety for the Jews, a freedom and sense of safety for all with whom we live. What does it mean to be free? Next year, please God, when we celebrate this Zman Cherutenu, the season of our freedom, may we truly know what it means to be free. Chag Sameach.